I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We got a lot to talk about. Hey, everybody. If you can hear the sound of my voice, let me know. Drop your city, your state, wherever you are from, into the chat. Come on in. Come on in. Good morning. Let me know that you can hear me by putting your city, your state, wherever you're from, into the chat. Hey, 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 happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are enjoying the summer so far. Let's see. Columbus, Georgia is in the house. What's up, Columbus? What's up, Florida? Hey, New York. Who else do we have? California, Kansas City. Welcome. Come on, Washington, D.C. I see you. Florida. What's up, Chicago, Philadelphia? Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Keep coming in. Keep coming in. Okay. What's up, Chicago? Talking about Chicago born and raised this morning. Come on in. Robert Sylvester Kelly is on the topics, list of topics. What's up, Philadelphia? We're also talking about Kenya Moore, child. She doubling down on some things about Bravo. We got Bambi. Bambi is a part of the mix this morning. She is down one more loser. Okay, she got another monkey off her back. We're talking about her and some other stories. So stick around for everything. They're all juicy, I promise. What's up, Toronto, Canada? Welcome, 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 everybody. Okay, we got some gossip this morning. Gossip. I had to put my walk on hold to talk to y'all. Come on in, Louisiana. Welcome. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Hit the like button on your way in. Please and thank you. I don't see any moderators yet. If they come through, cool. But all I ask is that y'all be respectful. I really don't care about different opinions. We're going to have them. We're not the same. What's up, South Kakalaki? South Carolina is in the house. You have a pretty Abby. But come on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Child. Let's see. We can get to the 5-minute, 10-minute marker. What have y'all been doing? Have y'all been paying attention to all the crazy stuff that's happening with the government right now in Israel and Iran, for Pete's sake? Ever since I was a child, that was the one, that was the place nobody wanted to see go at it. Okay, and now they are at it. Every horrible thing that could possibly be happening is happening. Come on in, everybody. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. We got some things to talk about. Robert Sylvester Kelly, Kenya Moore is back in the line of topics, child, along with some other things. Stephanie said that she is recovering from surgery. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that it is a fast and fruitful recovery. I hope you're better than before, actually, better than before. We're also talking about the BAM. I know Scrappy is somewhere punching the air right now. Scrappy and his bitter ass is somewhere punching the air. We're going to talk about him. Who else do I have to talk about today? You are welcome. You are welcome. Stay healthy, babe. Yeah, a list of people, a whole list of people. Come on through, come on in, come on through. You guys. So we got a lot of people to talk about. We're going to get it started in just a few seconds. Just make sure you hit the like button, please. Share the video so others can come through. Share the video and become a subscriber if you are not already. And let's get it going, okay? Because listen, y'all. Oh my goodness. When I tell y'all when it is your time, it is your time, okay? And there isn't anything you can do about it. And what we're talking about today, because I like to follow the money child, I like to look to see who these big billionaires and all these people are. But like I said, when it's your time, it is your time. And on Thursday, a man by the name of Sanjay Kapoor got called home, okay, by the Buddha gods over there, in the worst way. In the worst way. 53-year-old billionaire Sanjay Kapoor was actually on the field during a polo match. Okay. I think there's like 8 people on each team. So at least 16 people on the field. It was at this very prestigious polo club in England. So there was hundreds, I'm assuming hundreds upon hundreds of spectators. They watched this man pass away on the field after a bee flew into his mouth. Okay. I'm assuming he is deathly allergic and he knew it. The bee stings him in the mouth. He swallows it, goes into shock, and has cardiac arrest, passed away, child. One of the worst things, look, that's the freakiest accident that could possibly ever happen. And it happened to him on Thursday. This man is a billionaire. His wealth comes from auto parts. He sells global auto parts all over the world, okay? And he passed away out on a polo field, at age 53. Now, he is married, his third wife, so he has 3 wives. The first wife, which seemed to have been a long marriage, actually. I think it was 19, maybe over 10, 11 years. But he didn't have any children with that marriage. Second marriage, he had 2 children, and his current, he's late. His current wife has 1 child. So I just want to put that out there. Everybody watched this man pass away on the field during a polo match. Now, what is going to happen to his billions is the question, because I always like to see what's going to happen to people's money. It looks like he had a pretty airtight will. So a lot of it is going to go to his children, including the children from a previous marriage. He has it all squared away, how much they're going to get, when they're going to receive it. And then the the child that he has with the current wife, the widow, she is going to be in charge of the rest of his estate. So current wife is, his widowed wife is 50 years old. He was 53. She's 50. She's about to come into even more money. They estimate his worth to be about 1.2 billion, but it looks like he got even more money after death, or she'll receive even more money after death. And they are currently reporting it at $4 billion, y'all. Now, after he passed away, it looks like the stock market for the company he was with, it actually dropped about 7% because people really trusted him. People loved him, trusted him as a business person, and even just as a person in general. Apparently, he was a very big philanthropist, did a lot for education, all kinds of stuff, all types of initiatives in India. But they are saying that he is going to be very much missed. So even though we hear a lot of stories about all the horrible stuff billionaires, could possibly be into, this guy actually had a really good reputation. He just had a horrible freak accident where he ended up getting stung in the mouth by a bee, for Pete's sake, child. So like I said, when your number is up, when they call you, okay? What's up? Hey, Stephanie. Let's see. What's up, Erica? Nice to have you this morning. What's up, Queen Snyder from Richmond? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Child, listen, it does not matter how much you have, though. You can't take it with you. But he is going to leave a nice little nest egg for those that he's left behind, okay? So come on in, everybody. I appreciate y'all. What's up, Brenda? Let's get to the next story. Take this one down, child. Who else are we talking about this morning? Hold on, let me get this picture right, child. Here we go. Look at this mess, this damn nonsense. What's up, Maryland? What's up, Dallas, Texas? Listen, y'all, in case you didn't know who you were looking at, that is Marcus Jordan, the son of Michael Jordan, child. And I don't know if the song goes like this. I'm going to give it to him, though. Money, hoes, and blow is all a ninja know. That is Marcus Jordan's theme song for the summer of 2025, okay? He is out in Miami living his best life. Now, on the first episode of Real Housewives of Miami, his ex-girlfriend Larsa shared that Marcus is being a terrorist when it comes to her. Okay. What's up, Marcella? Nice to have you this morning. I see you. But yes, Miss Larsa Pippen said that Marcus is being a straight terrorist to her, talking bad about her to all of their friends, showing up in places she and him used to frequent, saying all kinds of horrible things about her. And as y'all can see from the duck lips, okay, this man continues to date women that look like Larsa Pippen. Last year, he was dating a Instagram model. This year, this is the woman he had on the beach. And this is the funny part. The person who reported it, I think it was Newsweek, said that just 24 hours before, on the beach, Marcus was with a completely different woman, okay, in that same location, a completely different woman. And then the next day, he was spotted with this heifer right here, child. A mess. A mess. What's up, Gloria? Nice to have you. What's up, Nashville? I see you. Child, so yeah, he's making sure that he walks around all of Miami with women that look like Larsa, because Larsa is with a whole new man, basketball player, youngin, okay, about 20 something years younger than her. And he said that he was going to get married to Larsa. I think his name is Jeff Kobe, going to marry Larsa by the end of the year. Apparently, Marcus is in his feelings, and he's getting it out between the sheets and some other things, child. He's a nasty ass mess, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, so I'm sharing it. He definitely has a type, okay? Let's move on to the next story. And we are going to talk about this one right here. Kelly from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kelly for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Look, somebody said, don't do it, Jeff. Jeff has already said it's going down. Jeff is in love, okay? I think we talked about this the other day. Larsa loves a cub and the cubs love Larsa. He needs rehab. He just went into rehab, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was court ordered, but right now Marcus likes what he likes, so I don't think anything's going to change for him. But let's talk about Miss Kelly. Kelly is being called out by her old stylist. Do y'all remember he was on the show? She had that peace brunch.
Nice. It was good. Who dressed you?
Oops, had the audio on. She had the peace brunch and he came out and he was making little snarky ass comments. Well, he had some snarky comments to make about Kelly, basically calling her a bad friend, a social climber, and an opportunist, okay? He said he didn't like the way Kelly handled Britt. And if you guys had an opportunity to watch Sunday night's episode of RHOA, Britt seemed like she was trading Kelly in for Shamia. They actually talked about it. Porsha brought it up. She was like, do y'all see that there's a big switch between Kelly and, Britt versus Kelly and Shamia? So yeah, the guy's name is Paris, the old stylist. Paris chimed in and said, everything y'all see is true, okay? She is a bad friend. She's an opportunist. She's a social climber. And what she did to Britt was wrong. And right now, he's working as Britt's new stylist, by the way. What happened to NDAs? Girl, IG happened to him, okay? IG, when people want to tell their stories, they get on their IG and do they press release and they don't give a damn about NDAs or nothing else. Nothing else. But Kelly has something very powerful to say. Check this out. Y'all know Kelly loves a dog, child. She had put out a ransom. Well, how much was that ransom? Was it $50,000 to get her dog back? Well, she put a dog face on her old stylist, Paris. And I have to say, it's uncanny. They look very much alike. And she said, imagine me arguing with a worker scammer fan. Okay. And she also said, back to my family vacation, hashtag weirdos. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but the dog has a bang, child. She put a bang and some little wispies on the side and some little wispies on the side for the dog. Oh my goodness. But yeah, he's out here telling on Kelly. Kelly said, I might be small, but you ain't gonna get over on me. I don't give a damn. Okay. Good morning, Miss Tina. Everybody say hello to Miss Tina. She is our moderator, volunteering her time in the chat. I appreciate you. Make sure everybody hit the like button and share the video, please, and thank you. But did y'all see the episode on Sunday night? Did y'all think that it was interesting how Kelly, kind of flipped? Britt tried to have a one-on-one conversation with her and say, listen, girl, you're changing up on me and I don't quite like it. And Kelly was looking at her nodding like, it's over, bitch. As of right now, she said it's over. Let's see, just my opinion. Big no on Kelly for me. You don't like Kelly very much? Kelly did switch some things up. It was clear. Now, when you have a bestie or a friend, you want them to come to you and talk to you in private, okay? Which is, outside of the cameras. That's what Britt did. It looked like Britt pulled her aside and just said, can you and I just talk if things aren't going well, whatever. And then she started saying, there's some things I see about you that's a little different to me. But Kelly did not take that well at all. And by the end of it, her and Shamia had like dual citizenship with Grenada. They were talking about how they had, citizenship in the country and all kinds of stuff. They were dressed in the same pattern swimsuits. They were besties for the resties for real. Okay. Kelly ghosted Britt. She did. And I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling this. For all the talk that Kelly was doing about Porsha and Shamia's relationship, you kind of did some dirty shit to Britt, because you started off the season saying there wasn't anything that was ever going to tear y'all apart. Y'all was hot hand clapping like the color purple, child, like the sisters. Kelly should have hired a professional stylist instead of social media influencers. Producers put Kelly and Pistol Patty together because they were not friends. Okay, you don't think they were friends? Now listen, Kelly did say that her and Shamia went way back, and they showed, I think Shamia had Kelly's cookbook in her kitchen and stuff like that. So it's not that they weren't friends. It's just that Kelly was just like, me and Britt ain't gonna be friends, period. And she moved on. Mary Jane said, no, it's a no for Kelly. Oh, wow. All right. Well, at the end of the day, it is what it is, child. Let's move on to the next. The next story up, baby. Simon Gubadia is not going to take his size 13 off of Porsha's neck. No way, no how, okay? He see that Porsha's getting all kinds of slack out there. Mary Jane said, I meant no, they were never friends in the first place. Okay, you're saying that Kelly and Britt were never friends in the first place. Okay, sometimes those TV alliances, they break down quick, child. But anyway, we're talking about Simon and Porsha. Simon is out here. He's back on social media. Just in case y'all didn't know, he's giving interviews. He's doing all kinds of things. So he doesn't give a damn. And his enemy, the person he has in his sights, is Porsha Williams. He wants her to get all kinds of shit, okay? He don't care. He's going to throw it at her for wherever he is in the world. And right now, he is saying that it was Porsha who snitched him out and tipped ICE off on his deportation, which I find hilarious because of a couple of reasons, but mainly Simon don't know who the hell tipped him off. Simon forgets about all of the enemies that he was leaving out here over the last couple of years, including who? his biggest enemy was NetJet, who he owed damn near $1 million and something to. Y'all remember that? So NetJet had taken Simon, hear me out. NetJet had taken Simon to court saying that he had owed them $1 million, because y'all know he loves to take a private jet. Anyway, they ended up winning a default judgment last year, April 2024, for $887,000. Okay. Basically, they said he owed the money. He was refusing to pay. Simon, the next month, May of 2024, ended up having the judgment vacated, meaning that he had it canceled by an Ohio court, a court in Ohio. Now, they could have picked that lawsuit back up, but they didn't. So he had it vacated so that they could not garnish his funds. Okay. He didn't want his money garnished from his company. So that's what he did. Now, this is interesting because he was still taking a private jet. And where was Simon picked up? On the private jet. On the private jet. People talk. He didn't even get a chance to fly out. He went to get on the jet. The jet was grounded. ICE came up on the jet and took his ass off of it. Okay. For all he know, it could have been NetJet who called in a favor, because at the end of the day, people know people. Porsha did it, I believe her. I don't think Porsha did it, only because it did not benefit Porsha to do it. Porsha was already in court with him. She was fighting a prenup, and I know that her lawyers told her he needed to stay in order for her to get the payout. So it doesn't benefit her. That's easy to look up. So I don't think that Porsha would be fighting backwards. I think that Simon just got picked up because the block was hot, and either somebody notified, because you do know that you have to give your passport and all of that shit to the companies when you get on those jets. Just the same way all those rappers get grounded and they search those jets for narcotics and shit like that. You just never know. So that's why you're supposed to treat people right and pay your damn bills so that people don't come after you. Look, Thandiza, I may not be saying your name correctly. I apologize. Thandiza said it benefited her very well. If you say so. I think that she would probably get all of her money if Simon was in the country. But who knows? At the end of the day, she was paying on his child support, which says a lot. Even though people want to hate her, she was helping his kids keep their lights on and food on their table. And that says a lot, because she sure in the hell did not have to. She didn't have to. So when somebody want to see you fall, they make sure that you fall all the way, including your kids, period. But yeah, that's just something for y'all to think about. Think about it. Simon's going to say whatever, because y'all know Simon has a reputation for being petty. And he actually said it. You can call me petty all you want. I will be that. I'm petty. He also has a reputation for being an asshole. And he said that he's okay with that too. So at the end of the day, we are watching people with money fight other people with money. And sometimes that's how that's how the cards get played. You play with what you have. And this is a type of dirty tricks that actually people with big money will play when they want to see somebody fall. Okay, let's move on to the next child. Let's get to this next story. Bambi. We are talking about Bambi, her ex-fiance, Ray, and her BFF, ZELLE Swag. How would she know where he was when they picked him up? Use some common sense. That's true. Let me put this back up here. This is very true. Simon and Porsha weren't talking at all. So Simon coming in and out, she wouldn't even know that he was on the jet or that he was leaving. That wouldn't be something she would know. So I agree with you, Sharon. We on the same page, child. We on the same page. Okay, let's go back to let's go back to Miss Bambi. I want to play some audio for y'all real quick. Mainly because this shit was funny. So hold on. Let me get a picture up of one of the most bitter breakups in history, child. And y'all know this is true. And put up Scrappy. Scrappy from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He has to be the most bitter guy I've ever seen on that damn TV show. Hey, Veronica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate seeing you, girl. Woo Child the Bam. Baby, do y'all remember Scrappy saying this a couple of weeks ago?
I wish this motherfucker would change her last name. Take my daddy name off her fucking name. I can't wait till they get married. Oh my God.
He said, I wish this mother would take my name off of her last name. Give my daddy back his mother effing name. Okay. Yes, we're about to get to it, Mary Jane. Scrappy said he can't wait till she get married because he want his daddy's last name back. Okay. Well, not so fast, Scrappy. Okay, not so fast. It turns out Bambi, who I was actually happy for her. I thought that she was in love with a good dude. In April, during the filming of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Mr. Ray proposed to Bambi on camera. They had their not anniversary party. I think it was a proposal party, but they were, engagement party. They were having fun, enjoying themselves. Everybody said were having a good time until ZELLE Swag showed up, child, at the party. And I guess ZELLE had been in Bambi's ear already, letting her know, listen, this dude isn't being one thou with you. He has another family. He has children. This isn't right? So he's telling his good friend, like he's supposed to, warn her and say, this might not be the motherfucker you think he is, right? So with all that being said, when ZELLE enters the party, that's when Ray decided to jump in ZELLE Swag's face. And y'all know ZELLE Swag is a beast. He does not play. Okay. He has been arrested a couple of times for whooping people's ass. Now I don't know anything about Ray. I don't know what he's capable of, but he said because he was in his woman's ear, he was going to let him know what he can do and what he can't do. But this is what y'all need to hear. This is coming from Ray. Okay. Check this out. Hold on. Let me get the audio.
I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. I don't even talk. I don't even be on the Instagram or that live shit. I don't be on none of that. But I'm gonna tell y'all what it is since they lying on me. You feel me? It's a bunch of shit going on, and it's a sensitive subject because what me and Bam got going on, that's my heart, that's my boo, that's my bae. You feel me? We just engaged a week ago. You feel me? So it's like.
Okay, so he actually said they just got engaged a week ago. So this is Ray talking about what happened between him and ZELLE.
Love don't just turn off like that. You can have an argument fight with somebody. Shit don't make the love go away. You feel me? So I still love Bam. I got feelings for her and shit. It just, we fell out. We had a big fall out, and it ain't what nobody think. Everybody have fights and shit. You feel me? It was an individual. I don't want to say his name because he's a pussy and I'm going to slap him when I see him. But
so he said he don't want to say his name. I'm going to say his name. It is ZELLE Swag. And Bambi and ZELLE are best friends.
Long story short, it was a happy dick sucking that was, I guess, gathering. Like, hey, I feel like people see me and Bam happy, man, or whatever. But long story short, this individual kept getting information from all these females, these miserable females who from my past, who was mad because they see me with Bam happy. And he just kept telling Bam that shit. So at the end of the day, we had an engagement party. Then after the engagement party, I seen him like pull up at the end. So, you know, me being who I am, I couldn't hold water. You feel me? So when I see him, I said something about it. And me and Bam got into it because she didn't like that I was getting her on her friend. So he finna get slid. You feel me?
So Bambi is a writer for her friends. So basically he's saying that he went to approach ZELLE. He said he was about to basically slide him. He was about to get slid. Bambi got in the middle of it, and this is what broke up their engagement.
Me and Bam got into it over that. We ain't had no problem about no cheating. We didn't have no problem about no. We didn't have a problem about no baby mamas. Nah, we got into it about her friend. And she took her friend's side. You feel me? And I understand. I can't, you know, Bam a loyal person. I don't agree with it, but that's what she wanted to do. She took her friend's side. So after that, we had a real problem. You feel me? So I had my belongings at Bam house. So I went and pulled up at Bam house. Take note, I had the police escort me over there. The police escorted me to Bam house. Like when I pulled up, the police was outside already.
Okay, he about to tell y'all how this door got knocked down. What's up, Dark and Lovely?
Ain't like I just went over there on some crazy man kicking in doors. Now all with the police. The police say, "Do you live here?" I say yes. The door was locked. And I'm like, man, I just want to get my and go. I want my jewelry. I want my and I want to go. I had 100,000 worth of jewelry in there. I'm like, I can't lose like that. You feel me? I can lose. You know, I can't take that type of loss right now. I ain't want to. So long story short, the police was outside. He told me that if I live there, I can do whatever I got to do to get in the house. So I kicked the door open and went in there to get my jewelry, and that's it, and I left. So Bam was there. I didn't put my hands on her. We didn't have no real problem or no like that.
Okay. So he said that the cop told him he can do whatever he wanted if he lived there. And I don't know how that was proven. Did he show him a driver's license or something? That makes no sense. Usually when you have a police escort to get your stuff out of the house, the police is supposed to be able to peacefully, broker that arrangement. I never heard anybody say I was legally not allowed to kick the door down. Bam, where the hell do you live where your people kicking your door down like that? But that is what is going on, child, with Bambi and Ray. And even though he said he was still in love with her, he said, I'm still in love with her. Feelings don't go. I just had over $100,000 worth of jewelry in her house, and I needed to get it back because I wasn't going to go out like that. So that's what he's saying right now. Bambi hasn't said anything yet, but I am interested in seeing what she's going to say, because if her kids are in there, if her kids were in that house, I can't even imagine the police allowing him to kick down a door. That doesn't sound right to me. But this is what he is saying. Ray is saying, her ex-fiance, because he's actually saying the engagement is off now. He said it. Bam is silly if she didn't have a concrete evidence of what was being told to her. And correct, the police shouldn't allow that if he didn't show his name is on the house to damage it. Well, listen, she didn't even, this is the crazy part. Whatever ZELLE was telling Bambi about him, that didn't break them up. He actually said in this audio, he said, listen, me and Bam didn't break up because of no hoes or I was sleeping around. She knew that it wasn't the thing. What ended up breaking their relationship up is that he went after her best friend. That was the problem for her. She did not want him to lay hands on ZELLE, and he did it. He attempted to anyway. And then the two of them got into it, and she said, no, this is not how I roll. He said, Bambi's very loyal. He said, do I agree with it? No. So I'm going to ask y'all in the chat, if you were engaged, in love, all the things, and your fiance got into it with your best friend, would you break things off with your best friend, with your fiance? Okay. So put a 1 in the chat if you'll break things off with your fiance for fucking with your best friend, or put a 3 in the chat if you're like, nah, it's me and my fiance. The best friend is the relationship that I'm gonna put on ice. Let's see. If he didn't pull out an ID and show that to the police, Bambi can sue him. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how a police officer would say, if you live here, you can kick the door down if you want to. That makes no sense to me. That would be domestic violence within itself, I would think. Let's see. Number 1 or number 3, we would talk it out first. Okay, so I said 1, would you cut things off with your fiance for your best friend? It depends on what the best friend did. All the best friend did was walk into the party. He had been telling Bam things about Ray, and I guess Bambi ended up talking to Ray about it. But it didn't change things. She still had a ring on her finger. She said, she was like, I love you. We thick as thieves. The problem came when Zelle walked into the party. And when Zelle walked into the party, Ray said, I'm about to take care of it. I think he called him a happy dick sucking mother effer. Okay. That's what he said. I wouldn't trust Zelle. Zelle has a reputation, but him and Bambi are tight. They're tight. So that's what happened. He said the engagement is over because he went after Zelle. He didn't like that he was talking to Bambi about it. I mean, that's going to be a lifetime worth of talking. That's how friendship works. I'ma always be in her ear if you're doing something effed up. And I guess he was trying to make sure he sealed them lips shut from that point forward. Don't say nothing else about me to Bam. That was a homophobic rant right there. Oh. If she can go for Scrappy, she should have given him the benefit of the doubt. She did give him the benefit of the doubt. The friendship, the thing is, everything was cool between her and Ray. There were no problems. According to him, there were no problems. He just didn't like that Zelle was in her ear about him. That's it. So instead of her, when she said to him, listen, it's me and you, I trust you, don't, it's not a big deal. We're in the relationship. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. When he saw Zelle, he said, F that, I'm about to zip his mouth. So anyway, hit the like button. Thank you, Val. I appreciate you. Hit the like button. Sorry, it wouldn't break my engagement up over that. Well, we shall see. Y'all know it's early. But as of right now, you knocked down my door. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with you. Don't come over here with all that rah-rah shit. If Bambi is the type of woman that, respects friendship, she would have gave him that jewelry back. She would have gave him that jewelry back. I think that was a little overkill for me. I don't like that. So we shall see what happens next, but that's what's going on with those 3 as of right now. And Scrappy can forget about getting his daddy's name back, okay? Unless she chooses to change it. I think it's about $500 to get your name changed. But right now, it's still gonna be Scrap's last name, his daddy's last name. All right, let's talk Kenya Moore, child. Hold on, let me get her picture up. So y'all listen, Kenya Moore has her YouTube channel and she is talking, child. She's making sure she secures a spot on season 17 of RHOA, even though producers are out here saying that the network is considering shutting down the whole franchise, the full Housewives franchise. But Kenya Moore's out here talking, and she said, listen, from the very beginning, she was able to peep that there was a problem between Porsha and Shamia. And basically she was saying that Porsha wanted RHOA to be her space. She did not want to share it with Shamia. Now, we've heard in the past that Shamia even say, listen, my husband did not want me on the show. He didn't like that the show broke up marriages, things like that. But she ends up saying at the end of it, Porsha said, girl, I showed you my wish list. I told you I wanted you to be there. And then there was a real cute moment on Sunday night. We got to see Porsha and Shamia really be friends. Like, she wanted her to feel better. She was hugging on her, rubbing on her, letting her know that everything was going to be okay when she got the news about that horrible ass nurse trying to bring real, like, harm to her baby and her baby's health. Anyway, everything seemed good, but Kenya's out here sharing the news that, listen, Porsha never wanted Shamia on the show. And the thing I caught is that she said at the end of the day, she is still, and I quote, still an employee of Bravo. She was not fired. Okay. So this is what I want y'all to hear. Check this out. Suspended maybe, but she is still considered an employee, and all suspended means is that they'll bring you back when they are ready to bring you back. But check this out.
Now, I've been on that show, was on that show, still am, still employed, not on the show currently, but for 12 years. I've seen and heard a lot.
Okay, did y'all hear that? Still am on the show, still employed is what she said.
Now, I've been on that show, was on that show, still am, still employed, not on the show currently, but for 12 years. I've seen and heard a lot.
Still am, still employed. So I told y'all that that was worked out, and it's especially worked out now that Brittany showed her damn hand, child. A whole entire mess. But yeah, even Kenya's out here saying she is still employed with Bravo, still employed on RHOA. She was just asked to sit out the season. Okay, so there you have it. I know a lot of people were saying fired, not fired. And I already told y'all, she said that she was still she's still getting paid. Bravo and production team tried to please them both. So pull them out because the block was hot. The block was hot when all that information started rolling out there, and, you know, people get nervous. Lawyers start, you know, talking and saying, yeah, let's just sit her out. She says she's still employed. Never happened. Okay. And we all knew this when she came out and apologized, gave that formal apology for her part in everything. As long as they can have her employed, she can't sue them for wrongful termination. I'm going to tell y'all, a lot of people say the whole thing about suing, but when you look at the cast of RHOA, the beginning squad, those girls really don't like suing. They always look for a different way to handle stuff with Bravo and the network, even if it meant, like, you know, protesting behind the scenes, coming together and, you know, saying we're going to sit out the season if you guys don't meet certain demands. They were really, really smart. They've always been really, really smart. And I think that Kenya's really, really smart. They didn't do all that. I'm suing. They didn't do that. They realized they needed something and that it was a mutual benefit that they were looking to get. So those girls always did it different. And when they've all shared these stories, this isn't, you know, this isn't a secret at this point. They've all shared these stories about how they would get their coin. So I think she'll be back. Dark and Lovely says she don't think she'll be back. I think she will. I think that they're going to pull her back on. I do. But yeah, let's talk about R. Kelly, child. This hot ass mess. So a lot of people probably have been reading stories about R. Kelly saying that he saying that the prison that he's in is trying to take him out. Okay. How can someone OD in the hole? Well, we're about to talk about it. We are about to talk about it. Where did he get it, right? So R. Kelly collapses after allegedly ODing and being rushed to a hospital. The lawyer claims that it was an actual attempt on his life, that he is in danger behind bars. He has already petitioned the state asking that he be allowed to do the rest of his time at home, okay, as opposed to in confinement, in a solitary confinement situation. So yeah, let me get this tea up for y'all. Now, I don't know what type of medication he was on, what he was taking, but age 58, R. Kelly collapsed in prison at a prison in North Carolina where he is serving 31 years. 31 years. He wants to be able to go home and spend the rest of those 31 years on his couch, okay? That's what he wants. His lawyer is saying that he was placed in solitary confinement on June 10th and received extra medication on June 12th. So there was a security guard that gave him extra medication. What kind of medication has not been released? Those records are sealed. It's considered medical information, but it's sealed. So they came out and said that he was given extra medication, which caused him to faint on June 13th. He was showing symptoms of dizziness, vision loss, and unconsciousness. Then he was rushed to Duke University Hospital. Now, here's where shit get real, okay? When he was at the hospital, the doctors reportedly confirmed that the dosage was life-threatening. So he did take something, considered it life-threatening, and they kept him under observation for 2 days. But they also discovered that he had blood clots in his legs and in his lungs, and they recommended that he undergo immediate surgery. This is when the prison stepped in and said no. Check this out. So they basically said that they are denying him, that his lawyer said that they came and they took him and said that they are denying him crucial surgery, returned him back to solitary confinement. Now, is this considered cruel and unusual? After the doctor said that he needs to have surgery, this is life-threatening, the federal government stepped in, pulled him from the hospital, and put his ass back in solitary confinement, okay? I don't know how many pills we gave him yesterday. We'll give him less today, is what they're saying. So this is what his lawyer is reporting right now. The lawyer is saying, and y'all can see it, his prison officers removed Kelly from the hospital against the directives of the doctor, denying him crucial surgery and returned him back to solitary confinement. So blood clots in his legs and in his lungs, and no surgery for him. So when he said, his lawyers is arguing, they're trying to kill him. Not only does he have problems with his health that needs immediate attention, they're giving him extra medication. That's a problem. And so this is what is being argued right now. And I'm not sure why there was such a switch. I know that, people who have done X crimes on the outside have a harder time on the inside, especially when it involves children. That has always been shared, that you really aren't going to have a good life and that people are probably going to take you out. You won't do your whole sentence. He had blood clots in his legs before. Okay. Well, it is what it is then. Clearly, because all they did was take him back to the prison. They said they really don't care. It was the doctors who said that it required immediate surgery. They wanted an emergency surgery, but they have to ask that permission, and they denied them. Yes, rapper Heavy D passed away from clots in his legs and lungs. Yep, sure did. And a lot of people were assuming that the diddler had something to do with that. They said that man was healthy and walking around. And then we all know that I'll be sure, alleged some other things. Now, I don't know if the diddler has this kind of pull with the prison, but they are saying there is a lot of conspiracy theories out there that R. Kelly may have something to do with, you know, some of those higher up people, and maybe he's looking to talk to see if he can get some years taken off of his sentence. Let's see. Clots are nothing to play with. It's dangerous. And he has to be on a blood thinner. Yeah, so maybe he's on a blood thinner, and maybe that's what caused him to pass out. They used the word overdose, so everybody just assumed that it must be some, you know, illegal drug, but it sounds like it was medication. Sounds like it was a medication and that they gave him more. That's not true, Diana. What's not true, Rena? I don't know what you're referring to. Talk to the warden. Heavy D died from his sickness. Diddy did not have anything to do with that. Oh, okay. Let me just say that should have been alleged. But yes, when I forget who said it, I think it may have been Jaguar Wright. She was one of the people who was coming out and saying, connecting all of these dots with people. I did say it was a conspiracy theory, so gotta take it with a grain of salt, child. My best friend passed because of clots in his legs and lungs. Yep. So that's what's going on with him right now. Robert Kelly isn't telling on nobody. Okay. I believe you, girl. I believe you. He probably isn't telling on anybody. But, you know, I'm just saying that when I was reading all the information out there, there was a lot of people trying to tie these things together. So you never know. You never know at the end of the day. The most unlikely things are very likely sometimes. Okay. But yeah, y'all, that's the tea for this morning. And I'm sorry to hear that your sister passed away from that and your best friend. That's horrible. Let's take really good care of our health. Okay. Let's get out there and do those walks and do what we're supposed to do. Okay. But yeah, y'all, that's it. That's the stories for today, for this morning anyway. Put my little script back up. But y'all hit that like button on your way out, because I'm about to go out and get my exercise on. Hit that like button, share the video, please and thank you. Become a subscriber if you are not already. Make sure you're following me on all my platforms at DYANAROZAY. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. And I will catch you on the next one. Thank you, Miss Tina. Hit that like button on your way out. Bye-bye, guys.